everyone. I come to you yet again today to give us an opportunity to come together as a community and begin by thinking of three things we're grateful for. I'm grateful that I moved this setup in time before my whole thing caught on fire. I'm grateful both my friends and family are currently healthy and happy. And that is Autism Awareness Month, which provides me with a beautiful opportunity to come to my community and speak to them about something that concerns 1 in every 54 children and parents and families. They say 1 in every 54 births ends up with a diagnosis of autism. It makes you stop and think, right? What's going on? Well, as a parent of a 13-year-old nonverbal child with autism, I started to seek my own answers on this topic, just like I did on many things else. Because when I got to age 35, I realized that, you know what? Maybe everything I'd been told about reality and the universe, maybe it wasn't accurate. Because based on what I had been told to do, my life was not working out. And I was doing the things society tells you to do. So at about 35 years old, I got desperate enough and started to seek out answers in spirituality. Read so many different things concerning religion and sociology and politics and astrology and philosophy, all these different things to come up with my own collective belief system. And what I'm trying to do right now is not come to you for you to make my truth your truth. That is not what I want to do. I come to you to pique your curiosity and question, what if the person who told you the truth didn't know the truth and it got passed on generationally down the lines? We'd have a whole bunch of people living in a world kind of like we're living in now, just a mess, a chaotic mess. So I started seeking answers about what autism was. And what I found in all the great spiritual texts that I read was one common theme, and that is Mother Earth and humanity is moving through an ascension. We are ascending to a higher level of consciousness. You must understand, going to a different dimension is just a shift in consciousness. So we're moving from the third dimension to the fifth, because we're entering the age of Aquarius. It's the place in space we're passing right now called the galactic center. The energies are higher. So as the Earth passed through this part of the galactic center, it has no choice. So what you're feeling right now is humanity and Mother Earth's growing pains while it's shifting dimensions. Autistic children play an important role in humanity's evolution right now. With Mother Earth ascending from a third dimensional planet to a fifth dimensional planet, she needs assistance vibrationally. And a call was put out long ago in the universe, which autistic children, along with other children referred to as crystal children or rainbow children, answered this call that went out through the galaxy to help with Mother Gaia and humanity's ascension right now. They're light warriors. You can go research anything on Google and read what a crystal child is or a rainbow child. And what you'll find is, well, not all of them have autism, because autism is just a subgroup in a much larger group. But what they all do have in common is they all vibrate higher. They come to this planet with a higher vibrational frequency. They seem very different from us because they are. That's why a lot of children with autism, you see them covering their ears. It's because their senses are heightened. So how they experience the world is very intense. So when they're in a situation that's very chaotic, you'll see them close their ears. They're closing off a sense because it's too much. These children were not supposed to come down here and be like all of us. They were supposed to come down here to help with our evolution. They vibrate higher, right? And they can't speak with most of the world, so their light can't be dimmed by it. You know, another part of what autistic children signed up to do in this lifetime by taking on the limitations they experience was to expose social injustice. When children started popping up with autism like wildfire, autism's everywhere now, people started to question things like the vaccination process. When they started questioning the vaccination process, they started questioning our food, our air, our water. And what people are discovering is that not only are their children being deliberately poisoned, but so is their food, air, and water. If it was not for the large group of autistic children agreeing to come here and take on these limitations, no one would be looking at these issues. So they're here to expose social injustice. They're here to vibrate higher to help with humanity's evolution. We need to look at our world from a higher consciousness perspective and consider for ourselves that maybe what we were told growing up about the world isn't how the world works. And we need to go seek out higher truths, more wisdom. Being as though we're all home right now, we seem to have a lot of time on our hands to do that. You know, a soul, before it incarnates, agrees what its purpose for that incarnation is to be. Children with autism agreed, made a soul contract before coming here to take on these limitations, to expose social injustices, and to help with humanity's evolution by vibrating higher, lifting the overall collective vibration, making it easiest for us to shift into the fifth dimension, because it's a vibrational thing, and what you're feeling right now is the growing pains of the old system dying. But these children are amazing souls, amazing souls. We refer to them as light warriors. Your world isn't what you think it is. It's much different. It's much more amazing. It's much more beautiful. When you can start to see autism as a gift and a blessing and assistance helping us evolve, not as a limitation, a disability, something that we should change them to make them be like everyone else. They weren't designed to be like everyone else. They were designed to be them, and they were designed to be different, and they were here to help us. And we really need to start, if we're having a hard time right now, if we're struggling right now with making sense of all that's going on, it's because the beliefs you were taught growing up don't fit in the world you're living in. Time to get some new beliefs. Time to start questioning some of the things you were told growing up and taking the time to research these things on your own. We are in an amazing time of evolution right now. Only 1% of the population is going to be affected by corona. But the other 99% of us have went through a near-death experience, which has caused a spiritual awakening. And what emerges from this time of isolation is going to be amazing, powerful people who are going to appreciate every opportunity they get to do things that they used to take for granted. We live in a beautiful world, and this is a beautiful time. And it's time we start to see our world differently and find beliefs that do help us make sense of our world. So, with that being said, I would like to give y'all all a sound healing in honor of my son, Seth Joseph Dorn. He's going to be 13 in October. He's nonverbal, he's autistic, and he's my little light warrior. And this is for him. I love each and every one of you. And I will be back.
day, everyone. Have a beautiful day.